Today's pitcher, Fred Norman, put together a 12-4 season and led the Reds in strikeouts in 1975. But he was a long time in coming to put his career together. He was signed by the Kansas City A's in 1961. He struggled in the minor leagues and struggled in his early days in the major leagues. His big break came when he came to the Reds in 1973. He was 1-7 with the Padres, but then won 7 of his first 9 starts for the Reds. He could be a hard thrower, but he also had a curveball, changeup, developed a slider when he came to the Reds, and he had a screwball. Over the years with the Reds, he became one of only 3 pitchers in Cincinnati Reds history to win 10 or more games in 7 consecutive seasons. Jim Maloney and Tom Browning are the other 2. Hello everybody, this is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics. Are you ready for some baseball? We have game number 26 in the 1970s tournament, and this is game 2 of the semifinal series between the 1977 Philadelphia Phillies and the 75 Cincinnati Reds. We're at Riverfront Stadium, and Freddie Norman is on the mound. He is a grade B pitcher, Y strikeout modifier, and W control modifier. Laurie Boa steps into the box. Let's play ball. 6-4 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Laurie Boa drops the bat and goes back to the dugout. A strikeout victim. Here is Blake McBride. 6-3 is a 31. Fly ball to center field. Cesar Geronimo is under it and makes the catch. 2 outs. Geronimo had a day of rest yesterday. Here is Mike Schmidt, the third baseman. And 2-4 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fred Norman gets to the first. 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Larry Christensen is a grade B pitcher with no modifiers. And Pete Rose steps into the box. He led off yesterday's game with a triple and scored in the first inning. I got a 1. I had the wrong score on the scoreboard. It's 0-0. Here's a pitch to Pete Rose. 3-1 is a 9 against a B. That's going to be a leadoff single for the hit king, Pete Rose, who I mistakenly said won a Hall of Famer to another in the first inning where he hit a triple. Sorry about that. Here is Joe Morgan. 3-5 is a fly out to center field. Play made by the Secretary of Defense, Gary Maddox. Ken Griffey. 52 is a 2-7. That's going to be a fielder's choice. Ground ball to third base. Schmidt throws to second to retire Rose. And Griffey's on at first with a fielder's choice. E27, stealing. Christensen's moved to first is +2, and Boone, let's see, throwing rating is not there, but he's an 8 on defense. I make that +3, so that'd be 5 off the steal rating should he decide to go. Not real good odds. 22 would be 11 through 44, not quite 2/3. Here's a pitch to Johnny Bench. 65 is a foul out to the catcher. Three outs. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. The Bull, Greg Luzinski, leads off for the Philadelphia Phillies. 1-6 is a 28. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. 1 out. Davey Johnson's in the lineup today and playing first base. 321 hitter and 158 at-bats in 1977. 6'4" is a 37, strike 1 or W. Norman has the W modifier, so that is going to be a base on balls and the first Phillies base runner. Slow runner at first. We'll play it safe with all the slow runners, unless I say otherwise. Here is Gary Maddox. 4-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 strikeouts so far for Fred Norman. He has got a good fastball, but he offers up a variety of pitches. Here is Bob Boone. 3-2 is a 26. That's a fielder's choice ground out to second base. Both teams are fielding column 1 today. We're at the bottom of the second inning. No score. All right. Tony Perez steps into the box against Larry Christensen. 2-2 roll. That is going to be a drive to right field, and it's going to fall in front of Blake McBride for a base hit. Perez is slow at first base. That brings the bat George Foster, 300 hitter and 23 homers in 1975. 6-4 is a strikeout. 1 out. Cesar Geronimo, another 3. No, he didn't hit 300 in 75. He hit 257. I think 76 he hit over 300. 3-2 is a 26. Is a ground ball to second base. The second baseman, Sizemore, goes to Boa to retire Perez. Fielder's choice, 2 outs. Now a fast runner at first, whose steal rating's E28. Baby Concepcion. 5-1 is an 8 against a B. Ground ball to Mike Schmidt at third base to throw to first. 3 outs. Well, the top of the third, no score. All right, from Alabama, Ted Sizemore will lead off the third inning for the Phillies. Here's the pitch to Fred Norman. 23 is a ground ball to third base. The third baseman, Pete Rose, throws to first. Sizemore is the first out. Brings up the pitcher, Larry Christensen. And Fred Norman just walked the pitcher. That's a second walk. Let's see, he has average speed at first base. Larry Boa. 4-2 is a fly ball to right field. Ken Griffey is under it and makes the catch. 2 away. Now Blake McBride. All right, Blake McBride is a 1974 Rookie of the Year for Philadelphia, and he was on the All-Star team in 76, hit a 3-run homer against my Royals in the 1980 World Series. I think that was in the first inning. Here's a pitch to McBride. 1-5 is an 11. That's going to be a hit. And Christensen will go to third. So the Phillies have men on the corners with 2 down, a fast runner at first with a steal rating of C32. Bench will be -6. So take 8 and +2 hold for Norman. So 8 off the 32 be 24. We'll stay there. Here's Mike Schmidt. 52 to Schmidt. That's a 27. And that play result has a Y. That's going to be a strikeout of Mike Schmidt. Runners are stranded on the corners. We go to the bottom of the third. Phillies nothing and the Reds nothing. Fred Norman leads off for the Reds in the last of the third. No score in this game. 42 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Norman was just a 117 hitter in 75. Here is Pete Rose, 317 hitter in 75. 4-6 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Now Joe Morgan. Ground ball to Mike Schmidt at third. He's up with it, throws across the diamond to Davey Johnson at first base. 3 outs. We go to the top of the fourth. Nothing, nothing. Using a play minute that you can download at play.com, Play, and they have a freebies page for History Makers Baseball, and that's why I copied the Riverfront Stadium that we're using today. Here's the pitch to Greg Luzinski. 6-1 is a 40 W modifier, and that's going to be a walk to, Luzinski. Slow runner at first. We play it safe. Here's Davey Johnson. 45 is going to be a base on balls. 2 straight walks to begin the 4th inning. That usually leads to trouble. Here is Gary Maddox. All right, for Gary Maddox, I did not realize I had the camera off, and he rolled a 5-3, which is a 16, fielding column 1. That's going to be a single to center field. And the runner on second is going to try to score. Here's the throw to the plate. No, he's not going to try to score because they're playing it safe. So that's not the case. And good thing we're playing safe because he'd be thrown out according to the play result. Bases are loaded. Luzinski's at third. Johnson's at second. Maddox is at first. Maddox is 11 for 31 in the tournament. The bases are loaded, and Fred Norman is in a heap of trouble. Most of it his own doing with the opening 2 walks. Here's Bob Boone, 284 hitter in 77. Can Bob Boone put a quarter in a merry-go-round? Here's the pitch to Boone to play in the infield back. 23 is a 12. That's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. Throw to second, and then to first. It's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. Johnson goes to third. Luzinski scores. And so there's 2 outs, and the Phillies take a 1-0 lead. Ted Sizemore. Infield back with 2 outs. 54 to Sizemore is a fly ball to right field for the 3rd out. But the Phillies get on the board. They lead 1-0. All right, Ken Griffey Jr.'s dad. Ken Griffey comes to bat. I never saw Ken Griffey play in person, but I did see Junior play quite a bit in person. And what a superstar and what a ball player he was. Here's a pitch to Ken Griffey. 1-6 is a 28, is a ground ball to shortstop. 6-3. Griffey Sr. is out. Here is Johnny Bench. Reds are down by 1, but with a big red machine, that doesn't seem like a big lead. Fly ball to left field. Greg Luzinski makes the catch. Here is Tony Perez. And 5-3 is a 20, fielding column 1 for the Phillies. That's going to be a ground ball to Ted Sizemore, who boots it. E4 puts Perez at first. Slow runner with 2 outs. I think I'll not play it safe. Here is George Foster. 4-2 is a 40. And that is a play result of runner out stealing. I'm not going to try to steal with Foster. On those automatic results, out stealing or automatic steals, when we're using the master symbols, I don't use those. And with 2 outs, he's a G26 stealing. The G, I think, would prevent him from stealing. It has to be 2 outs or tied in the 8th inning or later. It's not the 8th inning, so he's not going. 52 is a 27. That's a ground ball to third base. Mike Schmidt has it and throws across the diamond for the 3rd out, retiring the Reds in the bottom of the 4th. Top of the 5th, Phillies 1 and the Reds nothing. All right, the pitcher will lead off for the Phillies in the top of the 5th inning. Here's a pitch to Larry Christensen. 5-3 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. And that is Fred Norman's 4th strikeout. He led the Reds in strikeouts in 1975. Here is Larry Baugh. Had a couple fastball pitchers on that team, John Gullett, as well as himself. 55 is an A against a B. That's a fly ball to center field. Cesar Geronimo makes the catch. 2 outs. Here is Bake McBride. 52 is a roller to third base. Rose makes the play. Nothing doing for the Phillies in the top of the 5th. We go to the last of the 5th. They still lead 1-0. All right, coming up for Cincinnati is the bottom of the order. Cesar Geronimo, Davey Concepcion, and Fred Norman. 4-3 to Geronimo. That's a ground ball back to Christensen. Makes the catch and throws over to first. 1 out. First out, Davey Concepcion. 5-6 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. Freddie Norman. 4-3 is another roller to the pitcher. Christensen fields the ball and takes a couple steps towards first, the flip, and he is out. 3 up and 3 down for the Reds. Let's go to the top of the 6th. Phillies 1 and the Reds nothing. Okay, Mike Schmidt leads off for Philadelphia. In current baseball news, it looks like the Cleveland Indians have traded Francisco Lindor and Carlos Carrasco to the New York Mets, I think primarily for prospects. And I have a good friend who is a huge Cleveland Indian fan. He likes to call Lindorable. And he's not going to like this. And I hate it when teams blow themselves up to rebuild. I know in the current way it is, it's kind of what they have to do. But I just hate to see that. I'm not a huge soccer fan, but I have spent some time in the past following the English Professional League. I love the way they have this relegation system that if teams don't compete in the bottom of their standings, they drop down to the 2nd division the next year, and they bring up the top 3 of the 2nd division to become Major League Soccer teams. And if baseball wanted to redo themselves in a system like that as they cut back the minor leagues, that would put a stop to these ridiculous team rebuilding things. Here is Norman to Mike Schmidt. Anyway, it's just a little rant and an opinion that's probably way out there. 32 is a 26, is a ground ball to second base. Schmidt is retired in the top of the 6th, first out. Mike Schmidt has been quiet today, 2 strikeouts. And what we just saw there, he is only 3 for 30 in the tournament. Here's Greg Luzinski. 4-5 is going to be a base on balls, 14 play result. One of the first results you memorize in Apba when you start playing Apba. 13s are strikeouts, 14s could be walks. Here is Davey Johnson, 26. 41 is a ground ball to second base. Morgan flips to the shortstop Concepcion over to first. That is a double play, and it looks like Luzinski is slow to get up. He is injured, and it says on the play result he's unable to play in the next 3 games, 41 right here. But I'm going to roll on his J number. Which is in the bottom left side of his corner, J1. See how many games he will be liable to miss. That's the injury duration table. And 5-3 looks like he's going to miss 2 games. So this is the injury duration table in your rule book. And column 1 is a loss of 2 games, which is important because if the Phillies won, he can still get back for the finals. So the 2 games would be the rest of this game and the next 2 games. So he would miss at least the first game of the finals, but would be back. All right, that's the end of the 6th inning. The top of the 6th, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Phillies 1 and the Reds nothing. All right, Pete Rose leads off the last of the 6th. The Reds are down by a penny. 2-2 roll for Rose. That's going to be a single for Pete Rose. He's 2 for 3 on the day, and he's been hot the whole tournament. He is 15 for 28 in the tournament. That's over 500 for Pete Rose. Fast runner at first. Only R14 stealing. He didn't hardly steal. Here is Joe Morgan. 6-1 is a 36. And he's not going to need to steal. That's a wild pitch. Puts Rose in scoring position with no outs. Represents the tying run at second base. Morgan's at 327 hitter, 17 home runs. I don't think he's going to lay one down. They're going to take 3 shots at getting him in. Here's a pitch from Larry Christensen. 62 is a walk. Morgan was a patient hitter. He's got 14s all over his card. 3 in column 3, 2 in column 2, and 2 in column 1. Here is Ken Griffey. First and second, no outs. .21 to Griffey is a fly ball to left field, caught by the new guy in the game, which I didn't announce. Jay Johnson takes Greg Luzinski's place. He makes the catch. 1 out. Here is Johnny Bench. 3-6 is a base on balls, loading the bases. All right, bases full for Tony Perez. He has driven in 90 runs or more for the last 8 years. Here's the pitch to Perez. Can Perez put a quarter in the merry-go-round? 5-6 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, 2 outs. George Foster. 21 is a fly ball to left field, caught by Jay Johnstone. Bases are left loaded by the Reds in the 6th, Phillies 1, and Cincinnati nada. All right, it's the top of the 7th and a point of weakness inning for our starting pitchers. 3 bad things happened. Their grade will go down by 1 grade level. Both teams used a lot of pitchers yesterday. The Reds used 5 pitchers and the Phillies used 5 pitchers, but no reliever pitched more than an inning, so they're all still available. Here's the pitch to Gary Maddox. 1-6 is a ground ball, a high chopper toward the shortstop. Concepcion makes the catch and the throw first. 1 out. Here's Bob Boone. 2-6 is a fly ball to right field, 2 outs. And Ted Sizemore. 1-1 roll, that's a hit column roll for Sizemore. And will it be extra bases? 35 is a double for Sizemore. 2 out double. Here's the pitcher, Christensen. So 34 is going to be a fly out to center field, make contact. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Phillies 1 and the Reds nothing. All right, here's Geronimo for Cincinnati in the last of the 7th inning. For the weakness inning for Christensen. 44 is a fly ball to center field, caught by Gary Maddox. 1 away. Shortstop Davy Concepcion from Venezuela. 51 is also a fly out to Maddox. 2 outs. Pitcher Fred Norman. He's going to stay in the game. He's only got 1 mark against his fatigue. 1-5 is a 23. It's going to be an error on the left fielder, Jay Johnstone. Second error of the game against Philadelphia. 2 outs. Norman is a fast runner at first. Pete Rose, the Reds' hottest bat. 2 for 3 today. Here's the pitch to Peter Edward Rose. 46 is a strikeout. 3 outs. So we go to the 8th. Phils are up by 1. Larry Boa leads off the top of the 8th inning. There's a pitch from Freddie Norman. 42 is a fly ball to right field. 1 down. Here's Blake McBride. 32 is ground ball to second base. 4-3. 2 outs. McBride is from Fulton, Missouri. He went to Fulton High School, and then he went to Westminster College, which is the college that Winston Churchill gave his famous Iron Curtain speech. Westminster College in Fulton, Missouri. But much after McBride was there, or much before McBride was there. Here's Michael Jack Schmidt. 32 is a roller on the ground to second base. Joe Morgan's up with that one and throws the first. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Phillies 1 and the Reds nothing. Joe Morgan leads off the last of the 8th for Cincinnati. 21 is a swing and miss, strike 3. Reds are only down by 1, but they're running out of opportunities. They've only got 5 outs left. Ken Griffey comes to the plate. 2-3 is a ground ball to Mike Schmidt at third. Throw across the diamond, 2 outs. Now Johnny Bench. 25 is an 8 against a B. That's a fly out to Gary Maddox in center field. 3 up and 3 down for the Reds in the 8th inning. There's only 1 mark against Larry Christensen. We go to the top of the 9th. 1-0 Phillies. Here's Jay Johnstone leading off for Philadelphia. He had to replace Greg Luzinski when he was injured sliding on a double play. 2-2 roll is going to be a base hit for Jay Johnstone. So he is a average speed at first base. No outs. Davey Johnson. 321 hitter. I'd like the Bunny to get the second, but I don't want to give up that 321. Let's stay in there. And this is 2 marks against Norman. There's a pitch to Davey Johnson. 53 is a 20. Error on the second baseman, Joe Morgan. First Cincinnati error, first and second. And that is now 3 marks against Norman. He goes down to a grade C pitcher. Timeout. New Reds hurler will be Wally Eastwick, grade B pitcher, X and Z modifier. He'll be grade A for 1 batter only due to same-sidedness. And here is a pitch to the Secretary of Defense, who can also hit, Gary Maddox. 3-2 is a 26. Popped up on the infield, caught by Joe Morgan. 1 down. Bob Boone, Phillies looking for insurance here in the 9th inning. 1-1 roll. This is going to be it at second column roll. 61 is a 4. That's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here, a home run over the left field fence by Bob Boone. 3-run home run provides lots of insurance for the Phillies. Philadelphia 4 and Cincinnati nothing. That brings up Ted Sizemore. 5-2 is a 27. That's a ground ball to third base or X. Eastwick has an X. So it's a strikeout, 2 outs. And now Larry Christensen, who's going to remain in the game and try to pitch a complete game. 25 is a 23. That's an error on the left fielder. For Cincinnati, that's George Foster. 1 out, or 2 outs rather. Average speed at first. Larry Ball. 2-4 is a ground ball to the pitcher. The throw to first. 3 outs. Go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Philadelphia 4 and Cincinnati nothing. Well, it's a completely different ball game now in the bottom of the 9th inning. Phillies have a 4-run lead, 3 outs to get. And Larry Christensen does return to pitch the 9th inning. Tony Perez leads off for Cincinnati, 1-4. That's a fly ball to Jay Johnstone in left field. He moves under it and makes the catch. 1 away, and George Foster is turn to bat. 6-4 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Foster is 0 for 4 today and made an error. Here is Cesar Geronimo. 5-4 is a fly ball to right field. Bake McBride makes the catch, and that's the ball game. The final score, the Philadelphia Phillies 4, Cincinnati Reds 0. We'll be back with a wrap-up. All right, the Phillies come to Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati, and they shut out the Reds on their home field. Philadelphia scored 4 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors. Cincinnati had no runs on 3 hits and 1 error. The losing pitcher was Fred Norman, who pitched well. He pitched 8 innings, gave up 2 earned runs, and only 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 4 walks. But he was outpitched by Larry Christensen, who threw 9 innings, 3 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 2 walks. The only home run in the game was Bob Boone, whose 3-run home run in the 9th far outpaced the Reds and provided the insurance runs that Philadelphia needed to go into the bottom of the 9th inning. Star of the game is Larry Christensen. Pitched a shutout. Larry Christensen is a one-organization player. He played for the Phillies 1973 through 1983. And one thing you might not know about him, his first at-bat in the minor leagues was a home run. And his first at-bat in the major leagues was a home run. All right, thanks for watching. That will wrap it up. Phillies extend the series one more day. Both teams are tied 1-1. Tomorrow the loser will go home. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and God bless.